All right, so get this right. We're diving into a story
Okay.
about a night in boxing that went, like, way beyond the usual drama.
Oh, really?
We're talking about family, loyalty, betrayal,
Mm-hmm.
that whole, like, Shakespearean drama. But in the middle of the boxing ring,
Wow.
you with me?
I'm with you.
You might think, okay, another boxing beef. What else is new?
Right.
But trust me, this deep dive uncovers a whole other layer of complexity in, like, the world of professional fighting.
Interesting. What's the story?
So you see, what we often miss in all the flashing lights and the big pronouncements
Right.
is this,
The humanity of it.
yes, like this intricate web of relationships that exists behind the scenes.
It's a whole world under the surface. And in boxing.
In boxing, these relationships aren't just personal.
No, they're familial. Built on shared history, mutual respect, and an unspoken code of conduct.
And the stuff you shared really brings this to life.
It's a wild one.
It shows, like, this one relationship, Billy Joe Saunders,
Saunders, yes.
his dad, Tom,
Right.
and their connection to, the heavyweight champ himself, Tyson Fury.
Big shoes.
Big shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Saunders, they're practically boxing royalty, right? Known for their fighting spirit, their loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
And, let's be honest, a little bit of a reputation for,
Stir in the pot.
yeah, they're not afraid of a scrap, inside the ring or out.
Makes for good TV.
And that's what makes this story so fascinating,
I'm ready. Hit me.
Because it's like it throws a wrench into that whole ride or die mentality, especially when it comes to Tyson Fury, right? Fury's always prided himself on being a man of his word, like a true protector.
His own code.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to see him act differently,
Yeah, how so?
to choose inaction when it involves someone he, like, clearly cared for,
Okay.
it sends shockwaves, like, through the boxing world.
I can imagine.
So, all right, picture this, right? Big fight night. The energy's electric.
I've been there.
Everyone's buzzing. But behind the scenes, there's this tension,
Okay.
and it boils over.
How so?
Tom Saunders gets into it with security.
No way.
Yeah, and the sources, they're a bit,
Murky.
a little he said, she said.
Oh, juicy.
Right. But whatever the reason, it ignites this whole brawl.
Come on.
And picture this, Tom Saunders, outnumbered, on the receiving end of a pretty rough handling.
Oh, wow. So where's Tyson?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
He's right there, witnessing the whole thing.
He did.
But instead of stepping in, instead of that whole family-first image,
Right.
he just remains uninvolved.
Wow. So it was a choice then.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
He saw what was happening, knew who was involved, and still made the conscious decision, I'm out.
And that's the thing about Fury, right?
What about that?
That silence that speaks volumes, even more than words. It becomes this whole statement,
Totally.
a message to the whole boxing world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And no one feels that more than Billy Joe Saunders. Imagine seeing your dad, your own blood, being...
Manhandled.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're expecting your brother, your rock, to have your back.
Yeah.
And he just stands there. It's like gut-wrenching,
Oh, totally. And you can tell from what we've seen, Billy Joe, he's not one to just let things slide.
No way.
Later that night, away from the cameras, he confronts Fury.
Head on.
This is where things get really interesting. Most post-fight stuff, heat of the moment, right?
Adrenaline, yeah.
Exactly. But this was different, calculated. Billy Joe needed answers.
And Fury. He gave him one, a brutal one. I mean, he basically said,
Yes.
he was like, not today, Bill. Your lot had this coming.
Ooh, ice cold.
Right. There's disappointment there, for sure. But also something else.
What do you think it is?
Almost. Disgust. Like,
It's about respect.
yes.
Remember, boxing at this level, it's a whole code, how you carry yourself inside out.
Right.
And Fury felt the Saunders, they crossed a line.
By their actions.
The sources are vague, but they'd tarnished that code.
So it wasn't just the security thing.
Nope. Bigger. A pattern. And Fury, he felt he had to address it. Even if it meant...
Go against family.
Exactly. And that kind of public rebuke from Fury, that's huge.
It's just a message.
To everyone, not just the Saunders. The whole boxing world. Saying, I see you, I know the game, and I don't play that.
It's a power move. But did he have the right? That's the question.
Right. It's the dilemma. On one hand, you've got Fury, all about principle, drawing that line, disappointed, believes in humility, respect.
And the other side?
Billy Joe feeling totally betrayed, abandoned by someone he thought.
Could always have his back.
Tough love versus loyalty. Fury thought he was giving a harsh lesson, but a necessary one.
But at what cost, right? Yeah. Was it worth that bond being broken? It's messy, man. Like, there's no rule book for this.
And what's crazy is, it doesn't end there. Fury, he changes.
Oh, yeah.
After that night, he distances himself from the whole Saunders family.
So it wasn't just like a heat-of-the-moment thing.
Nope. This was a statement.
He's drawing a line in the sand. This is how it is now.
Exactly. And that kind of distance,
yeah,
in boxing, it's deafening.
For sure. And, like, you gotta wonder, what'd that do to Billy Joe's career? His relationship with his dad?
Tough questions, man. But you know what? It seems like Billy Joe, he took something from it. Yeah. From what we've heard, it was a wake-up call. He had to look in the mirror.
It's like that saying, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes the people who are hardest on us, they're the ones actually trying to help us grow.
100%. It's human nature to want to be liked, to avoid the tough stuff.
Totally. Who wants to hear they screwed up?
Right. But to really grow, you need that. Someone to call you out.
And that's Fury, right? Delivering a dose of tough love.
And it cost him maybe a bond he can't get back.
It makes you think, where do we draw the line? Loyalty? Accountability? When do we step in and when do we walk away?
Big questions, man. And honestly, we might never have the answers.
But that's the thing about a good story, right? It sticks with you. Makes you think.
Exactly. Long after the fight's over.
And on that note, we're calling it a wrap on this deep dive. This one was a roller coaster, right?
No doubt. It just goes to show you there's always more to the story.
More to the story. And more to learn. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.